I want to speak to the manager!
No! Don't let that bitch in here!
Here's Karen.
Hide the manager because Splatterina is here to exact revenge for being denied the customer service she so deserves. And before she kills Bucky, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about her. Timestamps below. Splatterina is a pure dark pal that can be found in 3 locations. The first being all over feybreak at night. She's around level 55, making her a late game pal. She is patiently waiting in the shadows to cut you up, so watch your back.
Soon.
She can also be found as a roaming boss at level 58. She's inside Bloodstained Tunnel, with the entrance being directly west from the Oculus Gate teleporter in Grimace Paradise. Lastly, she can be found as a rampage pal on Sakurajima. And thank you to the many wonderful people telling me you can't catch predator pals. That's the last time I assume anything other than gender. So let me repeat that. You cannot catch predator pals, and there are 2 genders. Speaking of which, if you want Splatterina in the early game, here are a few breeding combos to get her before feybreak Island. Galeclaw and Nightwing, Thorat and Sweepa, and then Melpaka and Serpent. Since you survived befriending a Splatterina, you should know there is no saddle required. You could try and mount her, but you might lose a limb. Her partner skill is the Blade of Uncontrollable Passion, which increases the amount of items you get when using the meat cleaver. So grab some unfortunate pals out of your pal box with Splatterina in your party and turn them into mincemeat. To be noted, her ability does not work with the Pal Disassembly Station, and I'll prove it to you later in the video. For now, let's look at the best passive skills. Splatterina is an excellent combat pal, taking the 48th spot for highest stats in the game. That might seem low, but there are currently 188 pals, so coming in top 50 is really good. But to make her the best she can be for damage, we will use the following passive skills. Legend, Serenity, Musclehead, and Demon God. That will bump her attack by 90%, her defense by 25%, and speed by 20%. If you're trying an early game build and don't have access to Legend, replace it with Furious for that 20% extra attack. She also has a decent defense stat, so if you want to make her a little more tanky, I'd recommend Legend, Demon God, Diamond Body, and Vampiric, which gives Splatterina lifesteal. Splatterina might be 48th place stat-wise, but she is number 1 work-wise for Handicraft, being the 3rd pal that can get level 5 Handicraft after condensing, without books. She does have other work suit abilities, them being Medicine Production 3, Transportation 2, and Lumbering 1, but after level 5 condensing, they will all go up by 1. Her best work suit ability is definitely that level 5 Handicraft, and her medicine production being at level 4 is also nice to have, so the best skills for her would be the following: Artisan, Work Slave, Serious, and Remarkable Craftsman. With these skills combined, she will have a bonus 175% work speed. But if you're running slave hours, swap Serious with Heart of the Immovable King to have her sanity drop slower. So while these Splatterina edge behind me, why don't we read her Pal Dex entry? It has an uncontrollable urge to tear its prey apart. Each individual has their own meticulous order for dismemberment. If caught by a Splatterina, pray that your head is taken first. What a true psychopath. It takes a special kind of girl to get off to more. So gentlemen, run with your balls still attached because you might lose them to that crazy bitch. Quick ecology fact, if you take the Japanese spelling for Splatterina and translate it, it comes out to Yandorina, which I'm sure is just an artistic way to say she's a yandere. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a character type in anime where they switch from sweet, caring, and innocent into someone who's extremely violent or psychotic. They will kill anyone that gets too close to their senpai. And after about 130 eggs, I finally got my Splatterina. I bred mine for work speed. That handicraft is too good to pass up. But I think we'll kick her work speed into overdrive with Pal Souls. We need 10 small, 6 medium, 6 large, and 30 giant Pal Souls to give Monica an extra 60% work speed. That's the name suggested to me on stream, which you should watch, they're scheduled. And follow me on Twitch, link in the description. Thank you Gip and Shadow for the name suggestion. A Doki Doki reference was a killer idea. Oh, why did I say Doki Doki? Ah! We can't forget to condense her for that level 5 handiwork, so let's drop 116 dead bitches into a blender and make a Shirley temple for Monica. Now that we maxed out her partner skill to level 5, let's do some tests. As you can see from this chart, Blade of Uncontrolled Passion has a 15% extra loot rate at level 5 condension. So let's see the difference. Test 1, 10 Crozero in the Pal Disassembly Station. Test 2, 10 Crozero with 1 Splatterina. And test 3, 10 Crozero with 4 Splatterina. Here are the results. Overall, 4 Splatterina did give more PAL fluid, but I don't think it's worth spending the time doing this. I think her ability needs buffed or allow her to work at the Pal Disassembly Station. My recommendation is to either use her for handiwork or turn her into a combat pal. Speaking of which. For our combat test today, we're gonna fight Gojo and Shadowbeak. I'll be using Legend, Musclehead, Serenity, and Demon God as the passives. If you have this build, her stats should be similar to this. Then we'll buff her damage with 4 maxed out Hoot Crates, and top her off with some Mammoth Curry, giving her an extra 25% damage. The active skills we'll use are her exclusive skill Grudge Barrage, Nightmare Ball, and Dark Wisp. Let's reap some souls. Alright, let's go, Monica. Let's fuck him up. Oh, wow. Oh, stop it. Don't hit me. Hit her. Oh, she's just taking damage. What else she gonna do? Exchange of balls. Cutting up. Wow, shit. Almost 3,000 damage in that one hit. Come on. 1900. Wow. Okay. That was a 3,000 hit. I like how slow the little ball goes, and then eventually it just does big damage. Oh my god, look at all those thousands. Oh, she's destroying him. Not even a competition. She has decently high defense. It really seems to help her. And that teleporting that she does is actually really good for her to stay off of damage. Took away a third of his health in under 2 minutes. Now, consider this is resisted damage. I can only imagine what she would do against a boss that's weak to dark. I don't think we have any boss that is weak to dark, though. Under half. About less than 2.5 minutes. Not bad. She is taking no damage. She's definitely gonna win this little spit. That's like point blank. That teleporting she does, man. Helps her stay alive quite well. I bet you a vampiric build with her wouldn't be too bad. With her teleporting around. Finish him off. Ow. Hit her, not me. That'll finish him. Didn't even get to half HP, Jesus. What a menace to society. I love Splatterina. She's the best pal in all of Palworld. The best design, the absolute strongest, and nobody compares to her. So please, for the love of God, subscribe and watch this video if you want to laugh more. Or watch this video if you want to learn something. Or don't, I'm not your fucking mom. Unless you want me to be.